So here's the eye of the wind at Port Charles in Barbados. It just got in this afternoon. We've been following it on the AIS since it left Tenerife about a couple of weeks ago. And then this morning it was near Bridgetown, and now it's here. And we board on sort of Friday, yes. So we just met one of the hands, a trainee called Bjork, who's busy shining on the brass for a party tonight, apparently. It's the morning of the 23rd of December, and the Eye of Wind is getting ready to sail, and we're in a race with another square called the Floret that just left here. And fortunately they cleared customs the day before, and so they were able to leave, but we're still waiting for the customs office to open. But the and there's our captain, Meg.
Prepare the bottle.
There's the Floret, and she's just changed tack, and she's flying a Canadian flag, and I wondered why that was it. And apparently the owner's wife is from Saskatoon, so they're flying the maple leaf.
Have at least like one bit of a gasket going through it, yeah.
That's our crew getting ready to unfurl the sails, and I think they'll just get everything ready, so as soon as we motor out of the berth we can put the sails up and try to catch up with the Floret. And now we're all set to leave Barbados. The Floret has about a 2-hour lead on us, so catching her is going to be a bit difficult. That's our Captain Meg and our first mate Otto. And it's really nice to have those bow thrusters.
Merry Christmas!
And we're leaving the dock at Barbados. This is the aft part of the ship, under power. The captain calling.
Of course, so there's one of our seamen, Carla, going up to undo the square sails, and there's Amy from Edmonton on the main sail. She's lifting it up, so we can unfurl. So we are under the sail. We've got the topsail and top gallant on the mainmast, and we've got the mainsail, the lower topsail, upper topsail, and top gallant on the forward mast. And then we've also got something sticking out there called the starboard stunt sail. And after lunch, we're just having lunch, we'll be putting another one up on here, and we were sailing at about 2.6 knots in the right direction. Here's Henry on the wheel. Bjork, our first mate, Oscar, and Hamish.
Dear Santa, you said the Irish. What number? Phone number 4070.
So it's Christmas Eve. It's about a little past midnight. We're on the midnight to 4 a.m. watch. We started off from Barbados yesterday afternoon, and initially we put all the sails up and wind was only about 6 or 7 knots. And so we kind of crawled along for a while, and then the wind completely died, and we had the swells coming in from the side, and so the guests were quite seasick, and so the captain decided to turn the motor on, and so we've been motoring on since yesterday evening. We're about 50 nautical miles from Barbados. It was a beautiful night. I mean, I remember how lovely the midnight watches were, and so Lynn and I signed up for the midnight watch. So we're sharing that with Amy and first mate Oscar and Isabel. As Lynn. So the last watch took down the stunt sails and put up the staysail and the inner jib, because we are now on a broad reach. Just coming into the Bequa Bay, and unfortunately we lost the race with Florette. He got here before us, but of course I think all of us will probably use our on the eye of the wind.
The sister ship, Florette, our sister ship, another tall ship, which came here from Barbados. They beat us over here. Anyway, here they are with Christmas lightings on. Nice.
During the night, a beautiful boat pulled in, Sea Cloud 2. And of course now you see the Kronos, which is another gorgeous sailing ship leaving. The Sea Cloud 2 is also a square rigger, but unlike us, unlike our boat, unlike the Eye of the Wind, the sails on the square sails are all on ruler furling, and so the crew doesn't have to go out onto the yard arms to unfurl the sails or let them loose so they can be unfurled. We also had another cruise ship beside us, and they were all lit up during the night, and I think they're just about to leave shortly. Sailing out of Bequa.
I'm going to be going.
We had a pretty amazing and impressive maneuver by sealing off the anchor. The captain had the middle jib hauled up, and one of the topsails stood back, and then as the windlass pulled the ship towards the anchor, used the jib to back and sailed out of there in front of a fairly crowded anchorage. So, amazing. The teamwork required to do this is quite interesting, with all the guests and the crew participating in raising the sails.
I don't know. 10 minutes ago. Oh! Huh. What was that?
Please name the first 3 names of the Eye of the Wind.
Which one was the first one? Mary was one of them, but I don't know if that was the next one. It's not. There's another one before that. It's another girl's name. I don't remember whether it was.
Sing a song, sing a song!
Deck the halls with bells of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don now our gay apparel, la 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 la.
We're just passing Bloody Head and Bloody Bay on Union Island, and just around that point, we've got Chatham Bay, which is where we're going to anchor for the night. And I was trying to figure out why those two places are called Bloody Head and Bloody Bay. And we don't know for sure. Our captain thinks there was a big battle between pirates in Bloody Bay, and then they buried their treasure on Bloody Head. And to protect it, they had to kill a whole bunch more people, and that's why it's called Bloody Head.
Hopefully be able to sail onto the anchor depending on how the wind shifts for us. So we need to be prepared. The first thing that we want to do is start by taking away all the square sails except for the lower topsail, and we'll make sure that we have the lower topsail, the main staysail, and the inner jib will be our only sails. And then as we're approaching, we need to be ready to brace square, strike the lower topsail, sheet in the main staysail, and ease the sheet from the jib. Sounds like a lot of things to do all at once, right? Oh, and drop the anchor, of course. But the preparation is key. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to strike all of the square sails except for the lower topsail, and we don't want to bunt them up so much. We want to leave the bunts kind of ready so that we can brace easily without having to go back around and prepare all of the gear there. So then we'll be down to lower topsail, inner jib and main staysail. Then we need to have one person ready to ease the inner jib sheet, one person ready to sheet in the main staysail, a few people ready to strike the lower topsail, and otherwise have people ready for the braces. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at Chatham Bay on Union Island on happy hour at the bar and drinking painkillers, and unfortunately for some of the people, virgin pina coladas. Chatham Bay, Union Island. Sunset, 26th of December, 2023, Chatham Bay, in Union Island in Grenadines. And there is the eye of the wind.
Hello.
Hello. Person gets the massive harness. Bigger person gets tiny harness and stuff. Hey! And then
And don't swing too much
for a
because
while.
of the boat.
At least we're not moving too much right now.
No, please. You're coming up right behind you, right?
Right in the middle? Or does it
I
matter?
would wait until she gets probably about halfway up, and then you can start climbing, Vikram. And Caitlin, yeah, you can come up just behind me.
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Aber man könnte sich auch, wir erlauben es so, man könnte sich ja im Prinzip auch jederzeit immer mit einem Tag mit einem der quer. Das wäre ja gar kein Problem.
And there goes Marcus out onto the main arm. learning how to unfurl it. There's Vikram, about to clip himself in. Marcus out near the end. Run. And here we have the outer jib going up, setting sail from Palm Island. There's Vikram up there.
So we're just leaving Union Island under full sail. So we've got, not quite full sail, but almost full sail. So we've got the inner jib, and then on the foremast we've got the course, the topsail, the top gallant, the upper topsail and the top gallant. And then we've got, between the two masts, we've got the main staysail, the knock staysail, and above that, if we need it, we've got something called the tortellini. And then on the main mast, we've got, we haven't set the course yet, which is the lower sail, but we've got the topsail and the top gallant. Normally we'd have a spanker at the back as well, but the gaff on the spanker is broken at the moment. So until that gets fixed, we are without a spanker. That's the Sea Cloud 1, or Sea Cloud. There's also a Sea Cloud 2, which is more of a cruise signaling ship we saw a couple days ago, made by the same people. This is the original. We're on our final day. We're leaving Karyoku and heading over to Grenada today. It's about, I think, about 40 miles. And we'll be leaving the ship tomorrow, so that's kind of sad.
All right, we are go for furling, so if you would like to join us.
Yeah, I do have a quick
Yes.
trivia question.
Absolutely.
Main courses, lower topsails, upper topsails, gallant royals,
On the foremast, yes, and as well as on the mizzen mast.
But the main mast, what's above that?
Skysail.
Skysail.
Sometimes
We're just passing Diamond Rock. We're on our way to Grenada under motor because we need to get there in time to clear customs. We're going to go around an exclusion zone, which is actually an underwater volcano called Kikom Jenny. And, beautiful afternoon.
You all to this last dinner as a big group. It's captain's dinner, or so they say. I prefer to call it cook's dinner because Max has
He's just left.
disappeared because he's been slaving away all day to prepare a fantastic treat for us all tonight that we can enjoy here on the aft deck. And we are going to use this opportunity to celebrate the new friendships that we've made over the week. We've come a very long way together, so everybody was joining the ship in Barbados, and strangers getting to know each other for the first time. And then we took off the next day, had high hopes for a sailing race with the Florette, but they got a bit of a head start on us. And by the time we got underway, the rain had caught up with us. So we went out, we set a bunch of sails, we put the stunsails up, it's always a highlight for me. And then we had some shifty wind before the rain really set in. We did our overnight sail all the way over to Bequia. And we arrived in Bequia the next morning. We dropped anchor in Admiralty Bay there on Christmas Eve. And we celebrated our Christmas night together for those who celebrate Christmas on the 24th. And then we had a wonderful brunch on the 25th. And Santa came to visit.
Yeah.
That was very, very cool.
Yeah.
From Bequia, we sailed down to Tobago Keys, where we got to do a little bit of turtle watching from the beach there. And then we did a really cool sailing off the anchor maneuver from Tobago Keys, and made our way over to Chatham Bay on Union Island. Chatham Bay, we didn't quite sail onto the anchor there, but we gave it a good try.
Close enough.
Yeah. Let's just say we did,
Yeah.
huh? Let's say we did. Just like let's just say we caught that tuna.
Yeah. What do you say? We did.
We went from Chatham Bay around to check out Palm Island and anchored very close to the beach there. Very close. So close that we could swim there. And then from Palm Island we set sail and headed off down towards Carriacou. At Carriacou we had a picture postcard anchorage last night there, and some people took a sunset swim and some people went to check out the deserted island for the sunset. And then this morning, another beautiful calm day, and we got underway and made our way down here 35 miles down to St. George's. So we've done 188 nautical miles together. This trip we've been to 3 different countries here in the Caribbean, multiple different islands. We've had people fill all of the sails, loose all of the sails, set all of the sails, brace all of the sails, even bending on the sails, all kinds of stuff going on board. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming to Eye of the Wind to spend Christmas with us here. It's been really, really special. It means a lot to us that you would choose to spend such a special time of the year here on board our little ship, and really appreciate everybody's company. It's been a wonderful week. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself, and we've made some rum punch. A Caribbean style. We've also made some special rum punch that's alcohol free. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get a drink so we can say cheers.
Well, this is docking in Grenada.
It's December 29th, 2023, and we're saying farewell to the Eye of the Wind. It's been an amazing trip, and I'm certain we'll be back for another one very soon.